Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and it is so nice to see you again, if that makes sense. I know I have not posted a video in a very long time. Also, I don't get lipstick on my teeth, but what can you do? I wanted to do a Q&A today because I know a lot of you have questions. A lot of you have really just asked the same two questions, kind of, so I'm just gonna kind of go through them. I also hope you guys are staying healthy and safe during quarantine. This is absolutely ridiculous. It's just so insane. I feel like I'm watching a horror movie. If any of you are essential workers, healthcare workers, I just want to say I hope you're staying safe. Thank you so much. We all thank you. I guess we'll just start off with the super basic question. A lot of you are just asking how I am and like how I've been. Pretty good. I am in grad school now, and there are questions like that go into that, so I'll definitely go further into detail about that. But I am in grad school now, so I'm super busy, but I commute, so I live at home. I'm sure you can kind of recognize my background. I live at home still and commute. Well, I did before the pandemic really hit. But it's been good. It's an interesting change. Not quite sure if I'm a fan of it. Other than that, I've been good, especially since Corona's going around. I feel like I can't really complain. I have my health. And, you know, although I'm sure this comes with a lot of anxiety for people, a lot of mental health issues, just really take care of yourself. I'm taking care of myself, trying the best I can, and I hope you guys are too. Can we get a school update? Yeah, so it's basically all the same thing. So basically, I'll start from, I guess, before the beginning to give you guys an idea. So I graduated my undergrad from UConn in 2018. I took a year off because I wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to med school. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go to grad school. I wasn't sure if I wanted to just kind of go straight for getting a PhD. I wasn't quite sure, and I didn't want to just impulsively make a choice and regret it. So I took a year off. I worked full-time at a lab during that year, but I realized I wanted to go to grad school. I wanted to get my master's. So I took the GRE, which, if you don't know, it's a test like the SATs or the ACTs or whatever. It's just a test you need to take in order to get into grad school. Took that, applied to a bunch of places, and so now I go to Quinnipiac University. That's where I'm getting my master's, and I'm getting it in molecular and cell biology. It is a mouthful, but that's also what I got my undergrad in. So grad school is typically 2 years, so that's 4 semesters, and you don't take as many credits as you did in undergrad, but it's also, obviously, it's graduate school, so the classes are much more intensive. So full-time is considered, I think, 9 credits, a minimum of 9 credits. I just finished up my second semester, but I had taken a course the summer before I even started my fall semester, and so I didn't know at the time, but by kind of getting those credits out of the way, that allowed me to graduate early. So instead of having 2 more semesters to go, I only have 1. So next semester I should be graduating in like December. But it is kind of worrying me because I'm supposed to be taking a very intensive lab course next semester. A lot of colleges are rumoring that they're automatically going to do online classes for next semester again, and just, you know, put that to rest and get it out of the way. But I don't know how I'm going to do an intensive lab online. I hope they figure something out. I hope these are just rumors. I would love to go back to school, let me tell you. And I'm sure you guys miss school or work or just leaving the house to go somewhere in general. And then someone asked my post-grad plans. So I would love to work in a lab. Obviously, I would love to do research. My 2, I guess 3 main areas of focus that I would love to go into are either stem cells, pharmacology, like doing pharmaceuticals, or oncology, so like cancer research. Those are the three big ones that I would love to get into. But I feel like as a scientist, as someone in a science major, I'm just so interested by almost everything that I don't have a set plan of like, I'm gonna graduate, I'm gonna apply here, and like I want a job in this. And I don't really have that. I never really had those plans to begin with. I'm probably gonna apply to a bunch of different labs, a bunch of different, I guess, areas of interest, and just wait to see what feels right and go from there. How was your semester of school? Hard, very hard. Grad school, first of all, is no joke. I don't know if any of you watched the live I did with Amanda maybe like 2 weeks ago, but a lot of you were asking about grad school. If you really have more in-depth questions and you want me to go more in-depth about certain aspects of it, I can definitely film another video for that, because I know for me personally, I didn't have like anyone in my family that went on to get their master's like I am now. So it was really hard to figure it out on my own. I mean, obviously I did, so it's possible. These people are expecting you to be very professional, and they know that if you're applying to get into grad school, if you want to get your master's, you should be very serious about it. But my semester of school was hard, especially trying to transition into online classes. I don't know if any of you watching this are in college or in any type of school and had to do online learning, but not only did I just, have to do it online, but my classes actually required that we like Zoom, like we video call each other constantly. And so I had more work than I'd ever had before, but it was very hard. I will say I'm proud of myself. I finished with all A's. It was really touch and go there for a second. What are you looking forward to next semester? Well, like I said, I am looking forward to graduating, hopefully. It's almost scary because I feel like I could do more, but I don't know if I could do 5 to 6 years more, if that makes sense. Can you believe how amazingly smart you are? Thank you. I mean, sometimes you just don't feel smart, let me tell you. How are you so beautiful? Raven, you're really hyping me up. You're like my hype girl. Are you still working well before the quarantine? Yes. So I actually got a part-time job. Was. That's so sad to say. It was in a middle school, not in the town I live in, but the town that's like next to me. It's in a middle school, and it was an after school program. So it worked out really, really well. I would only work 3 days a week from like 3 to 6. If you know me, you know I'm not a big kid person, but I fell in love with kids that I worked with, and it's really sad not being able to see them now and just not being able to know if they're okay, if they're happy, if they're healthy, if like everything's good in their life. It's not in the best town. I mean, it's not a terrible town, but it's not really in the best, and you don't really know every kid's situation at home. So now that they don't have an escape from home, it just worries me a little bit. But I'm sure the actual teachers of the school and the guidance counselors at the school, the principal at the school, are taking measures to make sure everything's okay. What do you plan on doing during the summer? So I had a really fun and interesting job opportunity lined up for like a month and a half over the summer, where I would have gone to a very prestigious boarding school in my state. And basically they have these summer programs where, I guess, apparently, like the richest, the brightest, most intelligent, basically prodigy kids get sent there. It's like thousands to enroll your kid for just a few weeks for the summer program, not even for the boarding school as a whole, but just for the summer program. And one of the summer programs was a lab, like a very intensive lab that I do, that's graduate level. And these kids are just so smart that they can handle that, and they understand the concepts, and they can do it. And so I was supposed to be hired to live at this boarding school for like a month and a half and look after these kids and do this whole lab thing with a professor that I actually had last semester. Unfortunately, again, Corona comes and that will not be happening anymore. So I really think the summer is just going to be spent relaxing, maybe like I kind of talked about before, thinking about what I want to do after graduation. So I just really don't think I'm going to be doing much all summer, but that's good because I really want to get back into filming videos. So hit me up with a request, comment down below, DM me, whatever you want to do. Can you do a video on how you study? Yes, I can. I actually do have a method to my madness, if you will. I am a Virgo, so I really have a set method. All-time favorite makeup product and who is your biggest inspiration? I switch out products all the time, and I don't know why I do that. Well, I kind of know why I do that. I'll find something that I love and that works for me, but I don't know if anyone else has this problem, but it's like you use it so much and for an extended period of time, and it's like your skin changes or something changes and it just doesn't work for you anymore. So then you have to go out and buy 5 new things and hope one of the 5 work like the other one did. So I don't really know if I have an all-time favorite makeup product because I change it out so much. And who is my biggest inspiration? That's a big one. Is it bad to say I don't think I have one? Maybe that's why I'm so lost all the time. Not a question, but this makes me so happy. Welcome back. I hope you've been well. That is so, like, I love getting these messages. You guys are the reason that I am right here in my room filming this right now. Like, it is solely because of you. Okay, what's something hard you've been through and how did it affect you in the long run? We're getting deep here, Grace. We're getting real deep. I would have to say something really hard that I went through. It was a while ago, but I was 14 and my grandpa died. I did have, I would say, an interesting childhood growing up. My parents divorced when I was really young, and to kind of support me and support a life, my mom worked a job where she worked such long hours, and so she would drop me off at my grandparents' house and they would be the daycare, you know, they basically raised me at that point. I spent most of my time with them. It was so hard when my grandpa died and I was only 14, and I feel like that is also the age where you're just the most confused or the most like uncomfortable and uneasy in life. Like probably 13 to like 15 is that age. So not only was I, you know, going through all my own things, but then that happening, it just really hit me. The second part of the question is, how did it affect you in the long run? I feel like it made me a much stronger person. Obviously, losing someone you care about is extremely difficult, but if you do come out the other end and you see the light at the end of the tunnel, I feel like it makes you a stronger person, and you just feel like you can get through anything at that point. You know, if you feel like you've already hit rock bottom or near rock bottom in your life, it is slightly like a silver lining. You know, you can only go up, you can get through anything. So I feel like through that, it really helped me grow and become who I am today and become the strong, independent woman you see before you. Are you still with Chris? You don't have to answer. I'm just nosy. LOL, love you. Girl, you can be as nosy as you want. That's why I'm here. No, I am not with Chris anymore. We broke up a long time ago. We broke up last July, so it'll almost be a year pretty soon. And also, if you're just super nosy and wondering, no, I'm not dating anyone and have not dated anyone in the meantime, which that was on purpose. I think I was in so many shitty relationships before I was with Chris and did not date the best people. And so when I met him, he was so different. He had really never been in a relationship. He had such an amazing family, parents still together, still loved each other like crazy, had 2 brothers and they all got along. Like, he just came from such a different place than I did. I wasn't ready for that when I dated him, but I didn't know I was ready for that, because you always hear girls talk about like, oh, I was in such a bad relationship, but then my Prince Charming came along and he was amazing and we were amazing, our relationship is amazing, I'm so happy, blah blah blah. But like, you don't hear about people saying, I was in a string of bad relationships and then I found that guy, but I was still so messed up and had so many issues from all the other things that I kind of ruined it. But for me, I just still wasn't in the correct place, the correct headspace, and I didn't have the right mentality to really be in a healthy type of relationship. Hopefully some of you can relate to like what I'm feeling, because now after being single for almost a year, I don't know if it's sad to say, but I still don't feel like I'm in that correct headspace. I don't want to do the same thing I did before. You know, we're learning from our mistakes over here, and that's all that matters. And then someone said, how are you? What have you been up to? You're such an inspiration to me. Thank you so much. I love hearing these. They honestly just hit me right in the heart. Okay, I think I answered pretty much all of your questions. Like I said, a lot of you just kind of submitted the same questions, like either about school or about how I'm doing and just a basic update. So I pretty much kind of combined all of those questions into one. But I hope you guys, like I said, are being healthy and happy, maybe finding new hobbies. If you're finding yourself like a little down or bored during quarantine, I have personally gotten back into my love of reading. So I hope you all are having an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this. I hope you are keeping yourself busy somehow and staying safe, happy, and healthy. But I am gonna go now because I've been talking for way too long and my throat is like closing up. And I need to go read, okay? So I'm gonna go outside, I'm gonna go read, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.